Man, you beat me to being here yourself. Man, whenever the thing goes down, I got to go back and reset everything. So it always takes a minute to get it going. So I'm trying something different. So maybe it won't. But we're going to get this back out and shared again while we wait. So while it looks like it's starting over, we're back into it. We just had Digital Dogs win what I believe is his very first singles championship. Could be wrong, but I believe it is. So congratulations out to him. Welcome back to the stream, Simba, Jane, Sentinel, Eagle, Grady. That's right. That is exactly right. They may not just break the ring, they just may break the game, and I can never bring it back. Witcher, welcome back. So we're getting even closer and closer. We have 2 more tag team matches. We have 2 intercontinental title matches on the men and the women's side, 2 world title matches for 3 world title belts. Figure that one out. And the TSW Light Heavyweight Championship will be on the line next, with Dragonuv facing off against the smallest wrestler in TSW. Size-wise, anyway. Kind of the cool thing, too, we already had Mrs. McGoat's call to let me know what's going on, so we should have plenty of time to finish it out. Now, here's a tag team that we have not seen a lot of, I mean, really on either side in this season, but we have Awesome Christina and Crimson, 2 of the larger female competitors, against Ms.Nightmare, who is up there herself, but also against Ms.Scorpion. Now, one of the better tag team champions as far as defending the title goes. They are tied with Kylie and Cheyenne for the longest single titles run. They look tonight to start extending and making a new streak to maybe break that record coming up here in a little bit.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall and is for the Women's Tag Team Championship. Introducing the challengers, the Ministry of Darkness.
Hey, Rebecca, welcome back. Don't you put that evil on me, Ricky Bobby. You know what? I use more Talladega Night references throughout my day than anything else. It's always and it's that scene too where I'm you're trying to help people out, and I'm like, well, I know I wouldn't stick that knife in my leg. Oh, you want to see where I'm at? I see it all the time. Hey, but that's okay. Everybody learns different, I guess. Awesome Christina, too, is one of the few that I actually like better in the older game. Almost everybody I like better in the newer game.
And introducing the champions, they are the Women's Tag Team Champions, Legacy.
Legacy obviously trained underneath Sting and are our current TSW Women's Tag Team title holders. And remember, too, just send out a big congratulations. We won't see them tonight, but Mimi and Phoenix has just won the brand new Women's TSW Intercontinental Tag Team title belt. So, I know, so many one-liners in those two movies. It's unreal. Works 75% of the time, every time. Although I would say all four of these ladies are freaky looking. Like, if everybody was up in the club getting tips, I'm probably not trying to take any of these women home. That would be the thing where they would walk out with a big boa constrictor on their neck, and Totes does not like snakes. I went home with a young lady one time, and she goes, "I'll be right back," and came out with that, and I said, "Nope," and I just left. That was the only thing I said. I was like, no, and I walked right out the door. She tried calling, I'm like, no. Not answering the phone. I didn't even know that was a thing. Now, Ms.Scorpion takes a jump off the top rope, and quite frankly, anytime Ms.Scorpion's in the ring, it's going to be a mismatch against these two. Now, she's going to match up a little better against Awesome Christina, but it's still a big mismatch. This is where you would want to probably get Ms.Nightmare in the ring. Oh, Pele kick. One of those things we see quite a bit from Kamikaze Von Doom. And spins her around, and finally she goes, "Look, I got it in a couple licks. Ms.Nightmare, you get in here. Do your thing." And now these two, a little more match size-wise, but Ms.Nightmare is not going to be able to do the whole thing by herself either. That's exactly right. That's exactly right, Rebecca. I'd be like, nope. I think it was last weekend we went to a festival, and in that festival, there's all these outdoor things, and we bought some stuff, you know, from the like the little shops, and so I walk all the stuff back to the car. My wife's going to get us some food. She's sitting down at the table. I walk clear out like half a mile back to the car, drop off all this stuff. One count. Drop all this stuff off. I'm walking back, and I look down, and there's this little doll that wasn't there before. Little doll laying there, and I walked, and I was like, nope. Kept going. I ain't messing with no creepy dolls either. Now look at Awesome Christina. Like she was jumping right up on the top rope, and this is probably where, if I was the world champions and I was like trying to make out my strategy, this is how I would want it to be. I'd be like, look, we'll wrestle. If she tags in her, I'm gonna get out. I ain't having it. She's too big. Or you just you. But it looks like Awesome Christina, like, again, we haven't seen a whole lot of her, but it looks like she's going to be one of those that can let it fly off the top rope, and for her size, that could be pretty dangerous. Now rolls up the leg, one. Only a one count, so we've seen it go back and forth a couple different times where they only get the one counts in. Bio, what's going on, brother? Welcome to the stream. Guys, remember, if it's your first time, drop a like on the video, subscribe if you're new, turn on bell notifications so you don't miss any time we go live. Share the video. It's what your grandparents would want you to do. I'll tell you what, I tell the story and I kind of, do the grandparents and the mom and dad thing, but I used to, as a little kid, my mom tells this story to everybody she ever meets in front of me. When I was a little kid, I used to walk up to people and I would punch them. I'd be like, boom, and I'd tell them, I'm not nice. What a dick, right? 2. A 2 count. And Awesome Christina now getting Crimson back into this match. So I've had to share a lot of people's videos just to prove that I am kind of a nice guy. As much as I can be. My 2 dogs are on another level right now, though. They're not even sure what's going on. I know. Crazy. It's crazy. Sidewalk slam, and what needs to happen is Ms.Scorpion's got to find a way to get out of the ring if they want to keep these titles. And 2 and almost a 3 count. Almost ends it right there. Crimson now trying to play up to the crowd a little bit. Looks like she might even have a little hair stuck in that mask tonight. And now brings back in, and probably the best thing that could have happened to Ms.Scorpion, brings Awesome Christina back in. We're going to start calling Awesome Christina AC. That'd be a lot easier. Just like T. Jones, we call her TJ. Awesome Christina, AC. Kicks her into the side, rolls up the leg, 2, and almost a 3 count there. So we are getting down to the part where it's not going to take very much longer. We are going to figure out who the new or current TSW champions are going to be. Ms.Nightmare picks her up, and just a thing made of nightmares. Crimson now gets in, breaks that up, and I have a funny feeling she's going to roll that leg right now. Rolls up the leg. 1, 2, and again kicks out. Showing some great resilience now while Ms.Nightmare is playing it up to the crowd. AC gets Crimson tagged back in. Ms.Nightmare turns around. Don't think she was expecting to see her. But gets back up on top, and that is why these 2 are currently the TSW World Women's Tag Team Champions. Now, I don't think I would have made this tag. Look at this. Just the pure size and strength of Crimson. Grabs her, chokes her to the ground, picks her back up, and then smashes her some more. But Crimson's still on an island. Still on an island by herself. And is she going to be able to make her tap out? We may... Oh, looks like... she is... No. Ms.Nightmare, though, stops AC for breaking that tag up. And look at Ms.Scorpion go. Couldn't hold her up for very long, but just long enough to get her back down. And 2.5 now. Crimson starting to show signs of wearing it out. Man, we start seeing Biohazard in these chats. We're going to see Biohazard in the ring before too long. I am almost certain of it. A snap suplex. AC now making her way back onto her feet. But Ms.Nightmare's still down. Those 2 fighting on the outside of the ring. I don't think they see what's happening on the inside, but stop just in time. 2-handed choke slam. and trying to get her back away from the ropes. Because remember, she can reach out and grab the ropes now. Ms.Nightmare throws out her, but distracts Crimson long enough so that Ms.Scorpion can get back up on top of this. It looks like Ms.Scorpion now dragging her to the center, rolls up that leg. 1, 2. So, oh, I wanted to say 3. I wanted to say 3. And now Ms.Scorpion wisely says, hey, I'm going to take my 3 tuppence I just made, and I'm going to get right on back out of here. I'm going to take this on out of this ring. Now, Ms.Nightmare rolls her up into a submission hold. Is Crimson going to tap? This is about the second time she has been in a submission hold, but wisely lets her up, rolls that leg up. AC does, no, she sees it now. 2, and breaks it up. Wow, AC just passing it out. She's like, you get out of the ring. I'm going to get out of the ring. Ms.Nightmare's like, no. Now they're going after it. And remember, AC is not the legal person. Referee started counting out. You can get disqualified. I have seen it happen. You've got to listen to the ref. Sidewalk slam down on Ms.Nightmare. Ms.Nightmare was wasting her time going after the wrong person. Gets the leg rolled up. 2. And 2.5. So now even she's getting wore down. Crimson's like, I gotta like recharge. Only woman to step over the top rope like that. And now picks her up back into that submission hold. Is Crimson gonna step in and break this up? Looks like she might be trying to now. And right there, AC might have tapped out, but doesn't. Holds on long enough. And 2.5. Now remember, she was a lot closer to getting pinned a little bit earlier. And now, Ms.Nightmare setting up for the Thing of Nightmares, the Bone Crusher. If she doesn't break this up, 1. That would have been all over but the crying right there. And is she going to go for the pin again? No, AC recovers quickly. And now gets Ms.Scorpion tagged back in. They might have, I don't know, but this one still has on the red shoes. Crimson looks like she's starting to get back to her feet. Ms.Scorpion taking her time getting back in. But AC waiting on her now, just hitting her from every which way but loose. Snap suplex. Another big elbow drop. And now pulling her back into the ring. That might be a good position. Oh, the ref will block this though. 2. Ms.Scorpion must have called out to her partner and said, look, I don't need any help. I got this. I'm going to kick out. Give me a minute. Just taking a break. Scorpion trying to get back to her feet while Crimson now, the legal person. And I think Crimson is calling for a finishing move. But Ms.Scorpion fighting through it, picks her up, slams her again. Can't get her up that high, but just high enough to use her own weight against her. Yeah, Red Shoes is doing good. He's only got his butt whooped one time that we really noticed, right? It's only really been once. Oh, I thought he was doing pretty good, actually. And now rolls up the leg. 1, 2. And that's kind of shocking. Rolled up Crimson right in front. Nope, no, he's not. Hey, we'll see how well he does in our match. Now, Ms.Nightmare, I didn't think she saw it coming. Neither did AC, but she does see it coming. Right? Hey, you got a chance. You better go find a supervisor. Because when this match starts, it's going to be all over. There will be no turning back. Well, for either one of us, really. And she's like, I love it. I love sitting up here. No funny business from old Red Shoes. And now here we go. Picks her up. Big face slam. Is she going to go for the pin? Oh, right there. I wanted to see if she'd reach up. Rolls up the leg. And that is it. We have brand new TSW Women Tag Team Champions. And what a great match that was, though, regardless of how any of it went down. Vengeance, you wrestled tonight.
And the new Women's Tag Team Champions, the Ministry of Darkness.
Look at those two. I mean, it's going to be tough. They remind me of a slightly larger version of the women they just took the belts from. So it is going to be tough to get the title belts off of them. Now, unfortunately, our first stream crashed. But Vengeance, that's where you were wrestling. You wrestled already tonight. And here we go. NWO, smallest wrestler in TSW is not Dragonuv. It's Cameron. And you will see it. But what he lacks in size, he does make up for in heart. But tonight, the TSW light heavyweight title on the line. Current champion Dragonuv will put that belt on the line. And he has defended it for quite some time now. Will the NWO be able to take it back? About to find out. We're about to find out. We don't know if he can do it or not. But from here on out, no. We still have the TSW Intercontinental Tag titles on the line. And then our 4 biggest titles will be on the line in one-on-one matches here on out. He's got, so if you look at the one part of his pec, that is a dragon's eye, plus the dragon on the other side of his chest. Like you have all lions, he's got all dragons.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall and is for the Light Heavyweight Championship.
And remember, in our main event, that title belt right there and the TSW World title belt will be on the line at the same time for the first time ever in TSW history. Now, he may not look that small right now, but wait till Dragonuv gets in the ring. Wait till there's something that you can compare it to. Hands down, smallest wrestler we got. Yeah, it is tough to see, but like down your right arm, your chest, everything's got lines on it. On your back. Every one of your tattoos had to have a line on it for me to put it on you. Now, you do have, elbow pads and stuff on there, just like he's obviously got another tattoo that runs down his arm, but you can't see it that well. So there could be some hidden in there, but Dragonuv in his alternate attire for only the second time making his way down to the ring with that light heavyweight championship belt. Oh my God, I wish you guys could see what my dog just said. Might be the cutest thing I've seen. So I see what she's trying to do, so let's, I know you tried, sweetie. So let's help her out here. Very cute. I know, we really do. When I get my computer, we may have one. I'm going to have some multiple cameras set up, and one of them might be right down on the puppy so that we can switch to the camera when we need to. I think that's what we'll call it, the puppy cam. I have some really neat ideas. We'll see if we can make them work. We'll keep evolving TSW Wrestling. I do like this. Like, which version of Dragonov's character do you like better? This one? They're very similar, right? Or the other one? I'm kind of digging this one. That is true. We might be able to do something like that as well. That would be interesting.
Introducing the challenger from Sweetwater, Texas, weighing in at 205 pounds, Cameron Wolf Barton. And introducing the champion from the Stone Age, weighing in at 232 pounds, he is the light heavyweight champion, the Dragon.
That is an interesting thought. So Dragonuv, right up under here's got a dragon one. He's got one on his arm, got another one on his arm. His back, he's got dragons. It's crazy. A lot of dragons going on Dragonuv. I'm hoping there's actual, like Eliov Dragonuv or Dragonuv Eliov, something like that, who will be coming out in a DLC, and I hope that they'll now allow Dragonov's name to be used, and then we can have Dragonuv. So yeah, if you look, Dragonuv used to be the smallest wrestler. Now we have a couple of small wrestlers, right? But Cameron, by far, the smallest. So haven't got to see a lot of him wrestle, but something that may change that is him winning this light heavyweight title tonight. See if he can do it. Kind of kickstart the career. But if Dragonuv has anything to say about it, that will not be happening tonight. Now Dragonuv too, you know Dragonuv, high flyer, has that dragon's elbow that we call the dragon breath. And jumps from the second rope to nowhere. Misses Cameron, ducks him though that time. And Dragonuv back in control. Yeah, she is a pain in the rear end, but very cute. That's what keeps her. And then she has these moments where she'll be very loving, and you're like, oh, so nice. But my dog, Nash, she's a fighter. She's the fighter. Dwayne, welcome back. Welcome back. We are about to get into some new championship belts. Like, we've seen them, but they're newer. And then both Intercontinental title belts and all 3 world championships will be on the line, the men's and the women's. And then, of course, And if you've ever watched Cameron wrestle, you know he misses that move more than he ever hits it. And not everybody. Most people hit it. It's just him. I can't figure out what it is in the ratings. I can't figure out what it is in the movesets. It is unbelievable. Dragonuv rolling the leg again. 2. And only a 2 count. Dragunuv's, come on, ref, you count that. What's crazy so far, every time Dragonuv has worn this outfit, he is absolutely dominated. And I'll tell you, it has nothing to do with the outfit. It's just a funny coincidence. Cameron down, 2 knees right to the chest. Is that going to start getting this turned around? He finally hits it, jumps off that rope and hits it. Yeah, same pay-per-view, just the game crashed. So, part 2 of the pay-per-view. Yeah, we only stream Monday Night Wrestling, Thursday Night Wrestling, and then between 3 and 5 weeks, we'll stream a pay-per-view. So it's not like other channels where they're just letting it fly with all kinds of all the time. We have 2 weekly shows, and it all has storylines. All the wrestlers are created. They're not real. They're either they're real people, but they're either people in TSW, people that are on this channel that are in the stream a lot, or I personally know you, like Cameron Barton is my son, but that's how you get into the game. Or you can do what some people do and bug me a lot, and I will not let you in the game. Like, that just won't do it, because I can't imagine what that'll be like. That is absolutely true, too. Yeah, and I'm going to tell you what, it's not that I write all the storylines. Sometimes the chat writes the storylines. 2, now we're starting to get into a really good match. Now Cameron's starting to get it turned back around a little bit. Dragonuv has been dominating this match. And Cameron, remember, his finishing move is called the Fist of Fate. 1, 2, and just going back and forth right now with the pins. I think this is going to come down to who can hit their finishing move first. And as I say it, Dragonuv goes up to the top rope, and here he goes, trying to hit it with the Dragon's Breath, rolls up the leg, 1, 2, 3, and Dragonuv extends his streak of defending the TSW Light Heavyweight Championship title belt to 1 more.
Here is your winner, and still Light Heavyweight Champion, the Dragon.
I don't know if Dragonuv will ever give that belt up. Like, he's got it. And Dragonuv also carries the King of the Ring. He was our 2022 King of the Ring winner. On the men's side, Ozzy was our 2022 Queen of the Ring winner. And we finally got to see the Queen of the Ring title belt, but we have not yet got to see the King, because Dragonuv will not lose this light heavyweight title belt. So, just a good thing. Now, here's another one. We saw a lot of Teddy in Season 1. We saw a lot of Strudel in Season 1. But we have not seen Power Trip wrestle a whole lot in Season 2. And now they will go up against, by the record, our best tag team in TSW's history. They are 7-1. Another tag team, the current world title holders, are 3-1. So they could be on their way to do that. Now, can they win tonight? They do give up quite a bit of size. However, size does not stop them from winning against anybody. Yeah, you had a really good match tonight, Vengeance. It's a really good match. I mean, it was It's one of the chaotic matches, but did really good. We've been tweaking some moves, doing some different things, so you very well could be doing that before we know it. But yeah, TSW Intercontinental Tag Team titles on the line right now. No, the actual main event of the pay-per-view is Totes McGoats versus Rowdy Hunt. Rowdy, the current TSW World Champion, will be putting his title on the line tonight against Totes McGoats, who is the current Universal or undisputed Universal title holder. And that belt can be won by anybody. It looks just like this belt, but it can be won by anybody. And so it'll be TSW's first time in season 1 or 2. This will be the first time ever 2 title belts are on the line, and they will be able to retain both titles. It's not a unification match. 2 separate titles. No, that is not good. That might be an interesting thing too, you know. So in 2023, we will have another King and Queen of the Ring tournament that will culminate this time where the current King and Queen of the Ring will be in the tournament. They won't be the person you might necessarily have to beat. They will have to win the same way, but they will automatically be entered in to have that shot. So power trip, Strudel and Teddy now making their way down to the ring. And these are 2 TSW iconic legends. Strudel now plays more Destiny, but he still does some braiding. And then Teddy, legendary PvP player. A lot of fun to play with. He plays PvP different, which is hilarious. A lot of fun. Matter of fact, in a lot of my highlight videos, Teddy's in them. The Hit Squad now making their way down to the ring, officially won these 2 title belts Thursday night and put them on the line tonight at the pay-per-view. This will be the last tag team match of the evening. And from here on out, it'll be the men's and the women's intercontinental title matches, and the 2 world titles, men's and women's, will be on the line. There are only 4 matches after this one left. Pay-per-views are long. Our shows during the week are only about an hour and a half to 2 hours. Pay-per-views are typically about 3 hours. This is how it works out. But guys, remember, drop a like on the video, subscribe if you're new, turn on the bell notification so you don't miss any time we go live doing wrestling. That's what we do on this channel. I play Division on the TSW channel. But yeah, on this channel, just wrestling. All wrestling most of the time. I still really like the design of these title belts. They look slightly different from other title belts that we have, which is cool. That's why I dig them. But now Strudel and Teddy getting their first shot at some tag team gold. Are they going to be able to come through tonight? They call themselves the Power Trip, and I have a funny feeling we're going to start seeing a lot more of these 2 as they start making their way and intertwining into some current stories that we've got going on right now. Teddy, though, you got to watch. Like, Teddy's decent size. But what's funny is Teddy has got some crazy moves. Not exactly a high flyer, but he can let it fly off that top rope. Cecil, currently one of the greatest hardcore, well, the greatest hardcore champion we've ever had. He defended that title belt in a multitude of ways, five times in a row, before finally losing it to Jump. Can't really, not really, because we've got people that have the spear. And Boom Shakalaka, man, I am telling you what, I've resisted giving other people finisher like Boom's got, so probably not a spear. A couple people have a version-esque of the spear, but Recon Delta's finishing move is a spear. And look at that. Kempty gets tagged in, rolls him up, kind of a sneaky little submission move, but Teddy fights his way out of it. And now we're going to see if Power Trip, how fluid they are in tag matches. Kempty, again, another one of our wrestlers that had a minor injury for the past few weeks. And so we haven't got to see a lot of him. What's funny about all of it, most of it was an accident. But all five, we've got, let's see, 4 of the 5 wrestlers have already recovered. The only one still injured is Peyton Hardy. And I'm going to tell you, at some point, as soon as I see somebody get hurt, I'm going to make them wrestle every chance I get just to see how far we can push it. But a lot of things can't matter on what happened in the match. So if they dominate matches and there wasn't a lot of damage taken, they're probably fine. But if they're fighting hurt and they're taking a lot of damage, they might serious injury. But I've never seen serious injury. Cecil and Teddy now back at it. Strudel was getting dominated for a little bit. And Teddy hits that move again off the top rope. I don't think he realizes Cecil got back to his feet so fast. He was kind of playing it up to the fans. And Cecil tried to take advantage. Teddy gets it turned back around, throws him, whips him back into the corner, and now Cecil fighting his way out. Teddy ducks the super kick, though, and catches Cecil in kind of a power slam. And trying to get to that top rope. Gets up, missile drop kick. Cecil sidesteps it, though. And Cecil can end the match fast if he hits you with the breach. You could be dominating Cecil, and he could all of a sudden hit you with the breach maneuver, and the match just be over. Cecil now getting up to that second rope. Strudel now getting back in the ring. And that was just enough, though, to kind of save Teddy. Cecil throws him out. Teddy now comes to. Little too late, though. Little electric chair maneuver. And now getting on that leg really quick. Hey, Rowdy's a good place to have your money. It should be a good match. And that was quick, but that is exactly what I told you. Cecil can end a match out of nowhere. We don't all have the ability to do it.
And still, the Intercontinental Tag Team Champions, the NWO.
So NWO, the Hit Squad, takes their record now to 8-1. Can they make it to 10 wins and only 1 loss? That would be kind of crazy. But they get in matches really quick despite their size. So here we go. We talked about this earlier. Jane really better in one-on-one matches. Rebecca been winning title belts left and right. Will get her first shot at the TSW Women's Intercontinental title belt, and this title belt is the gateway to the world title. You want to be a world champion? You can do it without winning this belt. But you really want to have a shot at it? This is the belt. If Jane happens to lose tonight, just as an example, she will be getting a shot at the world title. So, you want a shot at the world title? That's how you do it. It's the easiest way. That's the way that it's kind of like in your hands. You know what I mean? Like, you've got the opportunity. But that is how you have the opportunity to actually get out there and do it. You know what I mean?
The following contest is scheduled for one fall and is for the Women's Intercontinental Championship.
Rebecca and Jane, this is a cool thing too. This is what I love about TSW Wrestling. Both currently in the chat. And both want to win. That's how it should be. You shouldn't be like, well, I hope Jane wins this. No. You need to want to win. And then if Jane wins afterwards, we give her congratulations. Or if Becca wins afterwards, hey, congrats. I'm coming for that title belt, though. We're coming back for it. Healthy competition. Gotta love it. What's funny is I could not find this entrance, but fun fact, in Season 1, this was Jane's entrance. But yeah, for some reason couldn't find it. Sitting on Rebecca made their own characters. I downloaded them. I touched them up a little bit, but that was the entrance that they had. And I was like, oh, there it is finally. And we found this one for Jane, which is one of my favorite entrances also. Current TSW Women's Intercontinental Champion making her way down to the ring to defend the TSW Intercontinental title belt. So Jane had beat Tidy News to win the title and then defended it already against Cheyenne Davis, which is one of our better champions. I'd say probably the second best champion in TSW's history so far. And now puts that same title on the line tonight against Rebecca.
Introducing the challenger from Virginia, Rebecca Dawn. And introducing the champion from Concord, California, she's the Women's Intercontinental Champion, the Legend Killer, Jane.
Jane, not from Concord, California. We will have that fixed. I've said it like 6 times now. I wrote it down. It's written down. and get that fixed. But this should be a really, really good match. TSW Intercontinental title belt on the line. Two really good champions. Oh, the tunes on hardcore. That's what me and Jane have to do at some point. We haven't played with our hardcore characters because we have them set up now to play or to go after the hardcore raid whenever the next one comes up. One count right off the bat. Rebecca's like, come on, give me that title belt. And look at this. We say this sometimes, but what a great teammate. Becky stretching out the hamstring of Jane, making sure she's ready to go for this match. That's what it's all about. And then delivering her boots right upside the head. So there's also that. You kind of look at Rebecca, and it's like another level stuff going on right now. She is getting after it and trying to get that title belt. I think Jane was like hoping the match would have a little bit slower pace. Now she's trying to get control of this and turn it back around. Hits her with the X Factor. And now takes it up to the top rope. But does Becky see it? She does not. And gets the crossbody. Now Jane trying to pull her out away from these ropes. And we have yet to see the animation where they reach up and grab the ropes. I've seen it now. I know it's in the game. We just haven't got to see it on stream yet. Becky ducks the first one, misses the second one. Whoa! Jane does a little bit of fancy footwork there. Delivering the jabs left and right now on top. Says, look, this is my title belt. It's going to stay around my waist. That's how it goes. Hurricane Rana used kind of rope assisted on that one. And now back, delivered the rights the first time, now delivering in some lefts. Picks her up, and this is her finishing move. Last Dance with Mary Jane. Hits it. Now, you know I want you to win right now. 1, 2. Oh, I see. I don't even care if it was me getting pinned like that. It would be weird because it'd be a dude pinning me like that. That would be weird. But I would still want to lose that match. I just would. Becky now getting things turned back around. Suplex onto Jane. And now Becky trying to make some inroads happen. And a big slam rolls up the leg. Referee not even in position. 2. And a 2 count. Jane kicks out of that. Slobber knocker is right. Oh, I missed JR's commentary. I know he still commentates, it's just not the same. Now rolls up the leg again. 1, 2, and kicks out again in 2. Becky says, look, this many, ref, you got to hit it that many times, not this many. Becky now up to the top rope. And oh my God, gets super kicked off the top rope. That has got to be it. How would you even survive that? Jane now rolls up the leg, high on the leg even. 2. And Becky somehow kicks out, even though she just got super kicked off the top rope. I think if you got kicked off the top rope, I wouldn't even know what had happened. Becky now getting back to her feet, trying to recover from things that just went down. Jane now jumps, body press, and that was a long jump. And now here it is. It may be all over but the crying. Once again, goes for the nonchalant cover, but look at that. Becky uses the ropes to her advantage and gets the rope break. Jay now puts Becky in some kind of weird submission hold. Rolls up the leg again. Watch her hands. 1, 2, 3. And man, oh man, I can't even believe after that super kick how long Becky lasted. Totes would have been out. I'm telling you, Rowdy, if you kick me super kick off the top rope under the chin, you might as well go ahead and get it because that would be the pin. But look at this. In true TSW fashion, Becky says, hey, nice job. Jane says, thank you. But that was a great match. And that will not be the last time we see Becky going after the Intercontinental title. Matter of fact, after a match like that, we may even see her get a world title shot here before too long, because that was crazy. Oh, you could say that was 3 stars all you want. That was a 5-star match in my book. So earlier tonight, the 4 Horsemen had a chance to start off the night, and even though they're only in 3 matches, go after 4 title belts. Eagle Star did his job and brought home to the Horsemen the United States Championship belt. Now, belt number 2 is on the line. Can Robbo beat GC Rock to bring home the TSW Intercontinental Championship on the men's side and bring home 2 title belts so far tonight? Only 3 matches left tonight. This one, the women's world title belt, and then the undisputed and TSW world title belts will be on the line tonight. Can 3 of the Horsemen bring home 4 belts? About to find out. Yeah, congratulations, Jane. That was a great match.
Scheduled for 1 fall and is for the Intercontinental Championship.
I'm telling you, like, there are some, like Mimi, great wrestler in multiple things going on. Great wrestler. Doesn't do as well in, like, one-on-ones. Where Jane, not so good in multiple wrestlers going around everywhere, but you put her in a one-on-one match, I got my money on her. It's all fun and games until somebody's got to wrestle Jane one-on-one. But that's still crazy. Like, I'm telling you, after the super kick, I thought that was over. I even said it. I was like, there's no way. There's no way you kick out of that. And somehow Becky still kicked out of it. Then she gets hit with the second last dance of Mary Jane and had the ability to get her foot up underneath the rope to get the rope break. Crazy. Robbo now, though, leader of the Horsemen, going after his very first individual title. GC Rock, too, has had this Intercontinental title belt for a minute. Dave ended up beating Totes McGoats for the title. Then Dave and GC Rock went after it again. Dave put his title on the line. The only loss Dave has had in a singles match is to GC Rock, to then lose the title to him, and GC Rock has had it ever since. Now, on the flip side of that, the corporation has also brought home the hardcore title, And GC Rock is defending the Intercontinental title. So are they going to hold on to some belts? Have multiple belts going on.
Introducing the challenger from Wolverhampton, England, weighing in at 237 pounds, Robbo. And introducing the champion from Manchester, England, weighing in at 313 pounds, he is the Intercontinental Champion, GC Rock.
That is interesting. That is quite interesting. We may yet see that, Sentinel. We may see those two team up. That would be, it looks like a pretty devastating team. And they kind of set it up. I mean, they did shake hands at the end, so they're still cool with each other. It's not like, I don't think they have this like underlying anger issue with each other. That might be something we could see very soon. Now, Robbo, even though he is the leader of the Horsemen, giving up quite a bit of size to GC Rock. And I'm telling you right now, you're going to see some new moves come out of GC Rock tonight. Robbo, though, gets it turned back around. And now starts laying the boots to G, going after his head. And he's going to have to use every bit of this ring to make sure he can get the best of G tonight. Yeah, we could see something. Faux show. I still can't get over the fact that the match wasn't over right then. Super kick off the top rope. Then the crowd starts chanting, "This is awesome." Because it was, and then kicks out of it. That's crazy. Gee, let Robbo know that tag title's staying with me. Pulls him back out, though. Will that reset the count? It does. It does indeed. Now Robbo getting things turned back around. If I was Robbo right now, I would try to throw GC Rock right into that corner post. I'd be using the whole ring to my advantage. G's like, knock it off. Robbo now gathers himself. G waiting on him, though. Stays on top, and G's got this funny knack. More than most of the big men, the bigger they are, the slower they move. But if you watch G when he wrestles, he does stay ahead of people, which means he's got to be doing moves a little bit earlier. He's got to be one step ahead to make it happen. So going against the faster wrestlers, that way he maintains the advantage. Yeah, I have a feeling we'll at least get a shot to see what the two of them could do in the ring together. That could be scary. But maybe that's who beats Crimson and AC, you know what I mean? Holy cow, I wasn't even going to call the match, and Robbo, like, kind of a quick little sneaky thing, almost got a 3 count on GC Rock. Now, putting G in the sharpshooter. Will G tap out, or can he fight out of this? Horseman, though, apparently on another level tonight already. Wisely, Robbo lets G out of that hold. What's going on, Sub-Zero? Welcome to the stream, brother. wisely lets G out of that hold to maintain. Drops the headbutt right onto GC's shoulders, rolls the leg. This could be it. 2, 3, and the 4 horsemen are now 2 for 2 tonight, and everything falls back onto Rowdy's shoulders. Can Rowdy bring home the 3rd and 4th title?
Intercontinental Champion, Robbo.
HHQ Sports, what is going on? Welcome to the stream, brother. Hey guys, and remember, if you're new to the stream, turn on the bell notifications, subscribe to the channel, and like the video, share it. Your mom and dad, grandparents, your whole entire family will be like, man, look at what good kids we raised. Even though most of us are quite a bit older. It's never too late to get praise from mom and dad, or grandma and grandpa, or somebody. Aunt, uncle, sisters, former roommates, ex-boyfriends, dogs, former, stylist's daughter. Maybe, you teach her how to share now, and she'd be like, man, look at Sub-Zero sharing the way, sharing videos like that. Maybe I can get in on some of the sharing business. Now, this is kind of like a long time coming. Witcher's been dominating the women's division. Kind of like Becky, same thing, and now gets her very first shot at Ozzy. And remember, we say this a lot, but Ozzy wants to wrestle every single woman in the women's division and defend the world title against them. With the world title on the line, she wants to win. This is one more shot at doing just that, but this is not going to be easy.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall and is for the Women's World Championship.
You got to keep an eye on Ozzy. You got a world title belt laying around. She'll get it. You guys know Ozzy. That is a inside joke. Witcher now also with a very, very cool entrance of her own. Driving the motorcycle down to the ring and around it just to make sure everybody gets to see what her bike looks like. Yeah, there's a lot of matches in this pay-per-view I think we've all wanted to see for a minute. Witcher going through some in real life, some tough personal stuff. Not my place to share what that is, but some tough stuff. So she could use some love, some good thoughts, and some prayers. So send that down her way, or up her way. Depends on where you're at in the world. Now Ozzy making her way down to the ring in what could be the coolest hat in TSW. Ozzy recently lost the title belt, the world title belt, got it back. And remember, if Witcher beats her, the very next opponent for the world title is still Ozzy. You got to beat her in a prove-it match. Nobody has been able to do it. People have won the world title from Ozzy, but she is now 5-0 in prove-it matches. 5-0. That is crazy. So this should be a great match. Really, like this match, and I went back and forth, whether it was going to be Becky in this match or Witcher first in this match.
Introducing the challenger from Arlington, Texas, the Witch. And introducing the champion from Wolverhampton, England. She is the Women's World Champion, the X-Factor, Oxley.
So I went back and forth. Either way it went, one of them was going to face off for the Intercontinental title belt. One of them was going to face off for the world title, the World Championship tonight. Because Witcher made her debut first, we went with Witcher tonight for the world title. Last two matches of the evening. Remember, guys, like the video, subscribe, turn on the bell notifications, share the video. Let's let as many people as can get to see the matches. So both of them trying to get off to a fast start. And a little bit of back and forth. They go. And Ozzy with a big slam down on Witcher. And laying the boots. But now Witcher back up. Delivers the knee. Tells Ozzy to come on, and Ozzy does. Ozzy's like, all right, I'm on my way. Sidewalk slam. Ozzy sits there kind of to appreciate her work a little bit. And now starts delivering the boots. Goes for the pin. One. And I'm kind of shocked that not that she kicked out. That is where the person will reach up and grab the rope. So kind of shocked she didn't just reach up and grab the rope. Ozzy jumps, misses though, but is back to her feet first. And now tries to powerbomb Witcher. Witcher though rolls through and goes for a quick pin. Stays on Ozzy, and now she's starting to deliver the boots right on back to her. Gotta be. Now backs up. And misses. But Ozzy took that time to start playing it up to the crowd. Witcher didn't. Witcher said, hey, like Totes always says, why not let it fly? And she is letting it fly right now. And now pulling her out. Maybe to put a pin on. Yep, putting on a pin. Rolls up the leg. One. Gets a 1 count. And then missile drop kick to the back of the head. Now where Ozzy was in control of this match early, Witcher now looks like she is a lot more in control. European uppercut. And remember, Witcher's got the Witch's Brew, and Ozzy's got the Yellow Brick Road. Pulling her out again. Goes for the pin. And Witcher kicks out in 2. Rest of the crowd wanted to finish that chant. Almost sounds like when they do it, like they're saying, too sweet. But they're saying 3. And what a crazy looking, almost like a DDT type maneuver in reverse. And now Ozzy starting to use her size. And oh, what is that? That is a submission maneuver. Now put on Witcher. And Witcher now fighting out of it. And if you look at Witcher's left arm, she's got like a spike thing on there. I would not want to get hit by that. Ozzy picks her up and huge slam. Now rolls it up. 1. There it is. There it is. Do you see it? She grabbed the rope with her hand. We finally got to see it. That is amazing. Ozzy now playing it up to the crowd a little bit. And Witcher's like, stop playing it up to the crowd. We're in the middle of an epic battle here. Two knees right to the chest. Now rolls up the leg. Kind of high on it. 2, 3. And we have a brand new TSW Women's World Champion. And she did it by grabbing the rope.
Here is your winner and new Women's World Champion, the Witch.
Rowdy. Robbo did win. So Robbo's won. Eagle has won, and now it falls squarely on you to beat Totes to bring home the next two world titles at the same time. Can you imagine? We have never had one person hold two world championship titles at the same time. Now, while it says Undisputed Universal Championship, I assure you both titles are on the line tonight. Totes McGoats facing off against Rowdy. Can Rowdy complete the quadfecta? Because it's more than three, right? The quadfecta, where the four horsemen in 3 matches bring home 4 world titles. Don't know. Now, if you guys remember back to Thursday night where the anti-horsemen and Totes fought against the 4 horsemen win, right? The part, though, to remember is when Rowdy and Totes were in the ring, Rowdy dominated Totes. That is a fact. Will that happen tonight? Or was Totes playing a little possum? We don't know, but we're about to find out in the main event, the final match of the evening, the 14th match of this pay-per-view to close out Adrenaline.
The following champion versus champion contest is scheduled for one fall and is for the Undisputed Universal Championship.
Now, I wish they would announce both, but they should hold up both belts before the match starts. So the one thing that we know, above all else, we don't know how the match is going to end. We don't know, maybe Totes playing possum, maybe he wasn't. Maybe Rowdy was like, look, this is how I dominate you. But the one thing that we do know, this is the worst town Rowdy has ever been. You know, I don't know much, but I know I love you, and that may be all I need to know. No, but I don't know much, but the thing that I do know, it is the worst town. And you can tell right there, Rowdy's letting you know, worst town ever. Now, the history of the Undisputed Universal title belt started with Cody Rhodes winning it from the WWE, facing in his second match, and Cody's the one that called the match because everybody said that Totes, he got lucky beating Totes, and so he put the title on the line, and he must have got lucky beating Totes because Totes beat him. He beat him silly. Without the baseball bat, to bring home the Undisputed Universal title to TSW Wrestling. Rowdy then says, hey, you finally got something I want. You want a shot? Who? Totes McGoats so far has been the best, or had the longest streak as the TSW Universal Champion at 5. So, Totes says, I'll put my title belt on the line if you put yours. And Rowdy said, no problem, let's do this.
Introducing the challenger from the nearest nightclub, weighing in at 308 pounds, the Enforcer, Rowdy. And introducing the champion from Huntsville, Alabama, weighing in at 275 pounds. He is the undisputed Universal Champion.
Look, same belt.
Reaper.
Same exact belt that's hanging right behind Totes. That's not CGI. That's for realses. So, interesting that they're not doing it, but I can assure you both title belts are on the line one way or the other. Yeah, I thought that'd be pretty cool too, like, you know, Lucille. So here we go. Can Rowdy complete the quadfecta and bring home 4 belts to the 4 Horsemen, or is he going to lose the World Championship tonight to the hired gun, Totes McGoats? Yeah, no, I agree with you. That's why I have thought about actually buying a couple different title belts, like the United States title belt. I like it, but I just can't see buying it over this belt. I can't see it. I don't know. You know, most of the time, if you guys, like, really watch Rowdy's fights, he doesn't start off good. So this is not... Totes is coming out hot, but I've seen a lot of people come out hot against Rowdy, and then Rowdy turn around and smash the crap out of him. So, Totes better just keep being hot. Otherwise, things will get ugly fast. Now, I've counted this a number of different times. That's 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. So that one's 10. I've counted anywhere from 8s, 9s, 10s, and one time I counted 11. Oh, that is not what Totes should be doing. I would not be looking to piss off Rowdy, who is quite a bit larger than Totes. Main event of the evening. Totes smashes Rowdy, and you can see some of the monitors have fallen off their table after that. Totes gets back into the ring. Thought he might have taken too long. Rowdy recovered really quickly. And now it looks like Rowdy's getting this thing turned back around right now. And there it is. I'm telling you, this is what he does. Rowdy can take some punishment. It's almost like he takes it to wear you out a little bit, and then he turns around and starts wearing you out some more. And hits Totes in the corner. Not a move that Rowdy typically does, but goes up to the top, and that was a mistake. Totes sees that coming and says, wait, what? And I don't know what's going on. Totes has missed a few things now, and Rowdy now back in the driver's seat. Boots to the belly. And a big slam. And oh my gosh, I was like, whoa, wait, maybe I should be counting. Totes kicks out like 2 3/4. And now Rowdy gets him in the Rowdy recliner. Is Totes going to tap out? Rowdy wrenching back on the back. This is high damage. And misses that one. But hits it again, and hits Totes again. Gets him in the recliner. I don't see how Totes can hold on through 2 of these, it might be crying time for Totes, but he somehow does, except Rowdy lets him out. Now rolls up Totes, and Totes gets his hand up underneath for the rope break, and another big slam down onto Totes. Rowdy pulls him away from those ropes, and now, oh, I thought he was going, oh, does it again. I have never seen anybody survive three recliners, and Rowdy does it for the 4 Horsemen and wins not only the TSW World Championship, but now the big gold belt, the undisputed Universal title holder.
Here is your winner and new undisputed Universal Champion, the Enforcer, Rowdy.
It's crazy because he should have both belts in his hand right now. Both belts were on the line. But holy cow, guys, what a great match. And I told you, when Totes, if Totes would have been getting whooped at the beginning, I would have been like, I think Totes has this. But when Totes came out hot, I'm like, I don't know, because Rowdy can take some punishment. And Totes was just on it, wore himself out, and Rowdy's like finally like, yeah, my time. And then ends up putting Totes in 3 Rowdy recliners to win our first dual championship. Rowdy, the current TSW World title holder, and now the undisputed Universal Champion of all 3 brands. So congratulations goes out to Rowdy. I have a funny feeling we'll be coming for some belts here in a little bit. But now Rowdy can defend just 1 belt at a time. Rowdy might be defending the belt against another WWE superstar, or he might be defending it against an AEW superstar, or he might be defending only the TSW World title against somebody. Don't know. We'll have to see. But, guys, I appreciate everything that you guys do. This has only been the 2nd pay-per-view of our season, and it has been amazing. So thank you for everything you guys do. We will catch everybody in the next one. Peace.